mixing the thing that we don't even have an eggs for, baby.
I just wanted to get everything in there.
I totally understand, but it's not the priority.
Now it's playing on YouTube.
But not pepper anything else.
Greetings, guys. Welcome in. Gratitude for tapping it out. Welcome in for those joining us on YouTube. We're about to let our guests in that are joining us on Zoom. Welcome in, co-hosts.
Is that a dress or just a really cute top?
What's that?
Is that a dress or is it a really cute top?
It's a dress, and it even has a bow in the back.
Oh, I love
I love
it.
that
Yeah, your
bow.
dad got it for me.
He has good taste. Oh,
He does. He knows my style. I should have taken pictures with it when I was outside, but maybe I still will. Some
Yo, yo,
doll
yiggity, yo.
and my dress. Hey, I see you let your other self in. All right, so everybody here is co-host. Co-host. Okay, okay. Everybody's co-host. Cool, cool, cool. So before we get started, I just want to let y'all know I am going to step off camera for a little bit and stuff my face with some food. But I didn't want to be late to
So
class.
jealous. Let me stop. Let me stop.
I didn't want to be late to class. So I'm gonna do the intro and then you guys already know what to do, right?
Word. Sort of, kind of, yeah.
All right, cool, cool, cool. So let's go ahead and let our friends-in-law in on Zoom. Welcome in, everybody, whether you're joining us on YouTube, Zoom, or TikTok. Great day and welcome everyone to today's live. Today is Tuesday and we're in a new month, allegedly. It is the 4th of August in the fake year of 2026. And we're gathered here today on this beautiful Tuesday, minus the fact that our neighbors' homes are burning down, for our scheduled Newbie Tuesday event. For those who are new here, we have been hosting this Newbie Tuesday on this same number on Zoom for 7 years.
Woo!
It might be more than 7 years, but we're calculating. We launched in 2019. One of the things, and if you guys stick around till the end, you will get at least one success story that I have to share from so those who are inside of the lawful living community have maybe seen this success story a few days ago. I think it came in on Friday. And so this is our first time back together as a open community, because sometimes as of a couple of weeks ago, we started doing exclusive mortgage Mondays. I bet you guys thought I was gonna say exclusive equity.
Jesus Christ.
Ah,
We started at Mortgage Monday. So I didn't share the success story on Mortgage Monday because it wasn't about a mortgage, but we did share some very close to being settled or dismissed cases pertaining mortgages. We did talk about that last night. So shout out to those who are part of our mortgage education program. If you guys want to join or check out our mortgage program, come over to our community and go to, what section is that? The mortgages. Is it by itself?
Yes, mortgage education.
Mortgage education is the tab that you can get to under more at the top. And you can just click on mortgage education and find out about our mortgage education program, so that if you want to legally challenge any mortgage in the US of A, you can check out that program to learn how to do it properly. We actually have a free training about it that I posted up on it's like linked to our mortgage mentorship program, right?
The free program or
The guard.
yes, it is linked to
Okay.
it, and it's under more.
Yeah.
Mortgage mentorship.
So make sure you click on more and check out our mortgage education offering. Hopefully you guys get to watch the entire free training on how to properly challenge your mortgage by yourself. With that free training, guys, you can challenge any mortgage in the United States by yourself. However, we do offer that if you want support of a community and mentors, you can exercise that option as well. Okay. I'm going to suggest to everybody to stop sharing your links to Freedom from Government. If you are an affiliate, stop sharing your links to Freedom from Government. Go into your back office in the New Lawful Living community, get your links from the New Lawful community, and link to the classes that are on the Lawful Living community. It's not just you. However, since we have moved the affiliate program over to the new software on the new website, we've put together both the community as far as us being able to comment and post and support each other, as well as the learning modules for the classes. We put them together in the same place. And I just want y'all to know, Brenda is kicking ass as usual. She's had like 600 plus people visit the site through her links. She's just been going really ham, as some of us call it. Okay. And again, if you stick with us till the end, we are going to share you guys at least one success story that I know of. I know sometimes people come on and they surprise us with their own success stories, but at least I got one for you guys at the end. So full transparency, I'm gonna pause and eat because I haven't had a chance to all day. And my team is going to be sharing the Newbie Tuesday guide, as well as we're going to be going over red flags, guys. We're going to be going over red flags one at a time and explaining them, and I'll tell you guys why. I started doing it over the strong end over on TikTok, and the response has been amazing. Apparently we're not talking enough about what these red flags are, so that people can be aware when they hear those things that they're listening to a scammer, they're listening to a charlatan, they're listening to somebody who might be remedial, but because they talk really confidently, you might think that it's not a red flag. So we're going to be pointing out what some of those red flags is. I want to see what you guys' favorite red flags are in the chat if you're aware of them. It's sparking a great conversation about, oh, you're saying that that's a red flag and that's not actually available or provable anywhere in law. Then what is the right way? And we're absolutely going to talk about that as well. So my Book of Johnson red flag. Oh my God. Go ahead and comment your favorite red flag in the chat, including people. It's all good. All right. I'm going to pause here and let my team take over the rest. So welcome in again, everyone, from me directly.
The living, breathing woman.
Is no one talking or just, and I just can't hear you guys. Are my admins talking on mute? Are you guys carrying the call? Like, what's going on?
Alrighty, y'all. Let's see who has their hand up. Nobody has their hand up this Newbie Tuesday. Alrighty. Well, so what have you guys been I guess looking over and reading? I'll say for
We're going to
myself.
talk about red flags today. We're going to talk about red flags today. We're going to call them out. We're going to say what they are. We're going to say why they're red flags. Let's go.
Birth certificate authentication.
Have you guys been reading anything that's been red flaggish? Are you looking at status correction things? Are you looking at secured party predator things? Do you see these things as red flags? If not,
I
why?
see anything. I see anything as a red flag if someone can't point me to where I can read it myself. It reminds me a little bit of like you meet a scammer on the street and they, give you a whole nice spiel, and then you say, "Oh, well, can you give me a website or can you give me a book? Give me something so I can kind of vet this information for myself." And then they say, "Oh, no, 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 we can't do that. We can't do that." So that's a red flag for me.
I seen a red flag where someone said that the soles of their feet got their entire case dismissed and got them out of jail forever for good.
Ever.
Good.
It's crazy.
Oh, we forgot
that
that
one.
one. The soles of the feet. That is
What
that
is, I've never heard, I don't know if I've ever heard that one. What exactly is that?
because
So
when
this
you're
gentleman-
born.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
This gentleman stated that he created his documents, and because he had the soles of his feet stamped on the back of his birth certificate and all of his documents, that they couldn't take his fingerprints, and he was immune to their process. They had to let him go, and it beat like 10
Wow.
cases or something. He couldn't tell me what cases
Footprints
it
on
did,
it like
but
a newborn baby.
yep. But he said that, they had already taken his soul, the soles of his feet, so yeah, he was already paid his debts.
Yeah, that one's a classic.
That's one of the wildest ones that I've ever heard. Y'all heard that before?
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. He got irate when I was asking for the case numbers, like, 'cause I wanted to check it out and, see how I could do it myself. And he could not give me the case numbers or even the place where the cases were heard.
I want to know more about this Book of Johnson because I see people talking about it in the chat. Who is this? Is it a person or it's a class?
So it's I in the spirit, I guess, of red flags. There it's an account. on social media, particularly TikTok, that speaks specifically on certain topics that still doesn't really necessarily provide a remedy for the people, but yet it's information that is thought in a unique way, but not in a useful way readily.
Okay.
Um,
So like fairy tales.
I mean, like, he really knows how to break down Egyptian hieroglyphics and compare it to the body and things of that nature. But in terms of what we're discussing, as far as red flags, status correction, soles of your feet, your footprints on paper,
Putting
uh,
kids in a trust.
children in the trust, house in the trust to stop anything from happening to your house or whatever, your children, your property, your automobile, secured party creditors, status correction, executor, executrix, office of person, status standing in correction. These are the things that people usually come across first before they
Sandwiches
come
and
across
coupons.
lawful living. What you say, sis?
Sandwiches and coupons.
You said sandwiches and what?
Coupons.
Coupons? Wow, sandwiches and so like the
And magic forms that you
or
can buy
sandwich.
your heart's desire with.
Say that part again.
Magical IRS forms that you can buy anything your heart desires with.
W4 sandwich.
Sarah's kicking out all the red flags.
I'll take a cheese sandwich from Hassan.
What you
Bologna
say?
sandwich.
I didn't hear that, but okay.
And I said I'd take a cheese sandwich from you before anyone else.
Oh wow.
Any of that stuff.
It'll be vegan cheese.
Okay.
Um so what do you think um is something you would tell those of you that's been a part of the community for some time? What would you tell a newbie, right, about the red flags, right? How would you tell them, hey, nah, don't go down that path, kind of go this way, check out this community over here at Lawful Living? How would you guys go about doing that?
I might not tell them that directly. I might just say or suggest that they ask for the receipts or the proof or just, some kind of evidence that what is being told to them is relevant, working, and not going to give them an adverse result and actually do what it's purported to do. That way they can do the research themselves and you're not telling them they're wrong.
Yeah, I'm a second that, Sarah, because you know how people get if you tell them that they're wrong about something that they're excited about. They'll push in the complete opposite direction and hate you for telling them the truth. So
Oh, they will get all in their feelings and they will argue on it into the grave and then, pass there. Just because they don't want to be told that what they're saying is not right because they're excited about it and they really want it to be true.
I ask them if they have firsthand knowledge of that information.
Oh,
That's
they saw it. They know it works.
yeah, right. Firsthand knowledge.
When did you guys recognize there was a red flag? So what, put yourself in their shoes, your experience. When did you have that light bulb go off in your mind? When did you have that eureka moment where you recognized
Well,
that you were possibly waving a red flag?
When I felt like a
well,
dog chasing my tail in a circle going nowhere fast.
remember
The
that lawyer?
processes were just busy work.
Remember that lawyer that Malika was arguing with, and about having to pay people to make an appearance because they had a, they didn't have a duty. They had to be paid. Well, the lawyer asked me what case numbers that I could give him, and the fact is they didn't have case numbers back then because they didn't have code law until New York had it starting in 1848, but they didn't have that in common law. They had a volume, and they told them what volumes they were and where to find them, and that was the last I heard of them. So he wanted proof that people were being paid. So I told him, but he never got back to me.
Anyone
That's a
else?
red flag.
All right, guys, I'm back. Gratitude. I
Indeed.
can barely hear Sarah. I don't know about everybody else.
Is that better? It
I can
might
tell
be
you were
'cause my
talking,
baby.
but you sound like you were either whispering or far away from the mic. And then when everybody else spoke, I was able to hear. I did like Sarah's reply that I could hear about Hassan's question, which was a great question. When I came to TikTok and not study on my own, then found lawful living and read the rules. Shout out to you guys, all of you, every single one of you on here. When the remedies had nothing to do with the elements of not losing your car or house. Really? Because I want to see it. I'm reading the answer to your question, Hassan.
Indeed.
Do you see them in the chat?
Yeah, I see them.
That totally makes sense. Some of the other red flags I didn't hear some of you guys say. We don't want to just riddle them off because they're not all the same. I mean, they're all the same because they're in the same category of red flags. But there's some that you hear often and then some that you don't hear as frequently. So some people might not know their red flags, like that whole thing with the bottom of your feet. When Adam heard you guys, he mouthed, he was like, those your big ass grown man feet.
Big ass feet.
These things are what some of our friends call spooky. It sounds like, ethereal, like you have some special powers, you know, maybe
Yeah,
you're
it's
the
very
Thanos of your.
esoteric and spiritual.
Yes. So yes, Veronica put American State National red flag. Absolutely. That's
I
the
was gonna
same
say,
thing that. Go ahead, Linnea.
I was gonna say, a red flag for me. I never really got caught up in like the law guru space. This was my lawful living was like my first experience. So, virgin, there you go. Um, but one of the red flags for me was listening to people and it was too complicated. And I don't know if this is true for everything, but for most things, I find that the truth is usually very simple, pretty straightforward. And when they were given these long directions for, okay, you got to go fill out this registration form, then you got to turn it upside down, and you got to go over here. I was like, I don't want to do none of that. That does not sound like normal human living to me. I want to do that. So that's my red.
But what about putting your soles of your feet on a piece of paper? Doesn't that sound simple?
I get
That
that.
sounds simple, but it sounds silly.
The
No,
right,
I get that.
the right butt cheek is simpler.
I got that.
Like what
I,
Rich Man says.
I got my baby feet. I got my baby feet on paper.
Yeah, but it don't matter. That's
Uh,
not gonna help you win the case today. You got to get your
yeah.
big man feet on a piece of paper. Okay, Sarah's got some good ones. Being lost at sea and something about the Cesta KV. When you guys are hearing those things, you're lost at sea, Cesta KV.
Lost at sea.
Red flags. Let me see the people on TikTok. Put those red flags. Lost at sea. Red flags.
You know,
But the word and surround it with red flags.
the Sedeke V Trust is specifically noted in the Illinois compiled statutes.
Is what?
It's in, I found it in the ILCS in the Illinois compiled statutes. They do make
I don't-
specific reference to it.
In what way?
Golly, I would have to pull it up.
Okay.
I
Let's
can,
pull it up.
I can
Remember,
come back.
so remember when I did a presentation on that, Malika, the little briefs that I do on Off the Alibis YouTube channel, and remember the whole thing about the Sedeke trust and the Sedeke I. That's just basically saying that the life of someone determines the length of something taking place, right? So that's what that is. So if it is in any state statute, it's dealing with, okay, the grandmother's house is in possession of the family for the life of the grandmother. And when the grandmother transitions, then it goes to the grandson. And then now the house is in the family's name for the life of the grandson, or the grandson can change it and say it's for up to the life of his great grandchildren. And whatever the measure of the life is, that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Sedeke vibe, right? And the beneficiary of the Sedeke vibe is the Sedeke trust. That's, if you guys will go and look into that and don't believe what I'm telling you, but that's what it is in its simplest terms. It's not something that's a process to be used to get you in and or out of something.
Well, these folks are not are saying that they can make some type of claim of being alive that will then somehow entitle them to some rights, titles, and interest in property, or including money. Is that not what it's typically used for or sold as? It's they usually say that you have to claim something about this Sesta KV. Is that not true? Am I getting the superstition wrong?
I mean, from what I gather, that's, yeah.
Isn't that what people are attempting to do? I don't know. When they are talking about this trust, they're making it, they're presenting it as something you can claim.
Yeah, that's what I heard it as. Like you can almost go
Related
with like
to
a
rights,
coupon
titles,
and
and
get it.
interest in property. Go ahead, Linnea.
Right. I was gonna say that's what I had heard as well. Is it's almost like a coupon or a form that you have to fill out so you can get that money out of it. Because there's always some cash involved.
It involves titles that have they're basically a bundle of rights, and basically like your auto registration. It says there may be an interest in there, right? But
Yeah,
you
but
can't go.
that's a problem, because
It is
if it is not your trust or your family trust, or like what do you do? What are you doing? If
right. It's not.
your daddy is broke, your granddaddy broke too, like you didn't have two nickels to rub together, exactly what estate are you attempting to claim? Now, people will
Nothing.
say, unfortunately, that you're trying to claim the estate related to the birth trust. But who put something in there? Again, your daddy broke, your granddaddy broke, your great granddaddy broke too. Who put something in there that you think you could claim?
Nothing.
Sarah says the caps lock button changed my status.
They
You
usually
put
say
some
the
super
government.
glue on that.
That's a great way to say that, Sarah. What was that, Nana?
I said they usually say the government put it all in there, so you got to be able to take it out.
Yeah,
The
right.
government put it in there. And where did the government get it from to put it in there? Because remember, the government, it wasn't born with stuff. It was granted.
They traded it on the stock market, allegedly.
Or they owe a duty to the debt. That's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh, a duty to the debt.
The caps lock button changed my status. That is the equivalent of the all caps name. As soon as somebody starts talking about the all caps name as some separate entity, red flag.
Boing.
I got a fool commenting on my post that I made the other day about the fact that putting your property in a trust does not prevent somebody enforcing or attempting to enforce an alleged lien. Putting it in, they're commenting on that post on every single sovereign citizen thing that you could imagine, while saying as their first comment that they want to have respectful conversation about it. They want to have respectful conversation about the topic I posted on. But then they're saying every single sovereign citizen thing, every single something about the Treasury Direct, something about status and capacity pursuant to the federal rules of civil procedure, as if that's universally applicable everywhere in every state, and
Yeah.
it's not.
You mean
should be
urban
clear.
legends?
Well, what did Linnea call it? Children's stories? What did Linnea call
Yeah.
it?
Fairy
Fairy
tales?
tales.
Fairy
Fairy
tales.
tales.
I'll go with Aesop's fables before fairy tales for 500, Alex. Maliki, remember that lawyer you were arguing with? The lawyer who wanted to know. You remember you were arguing that people had to be paid if they
I
didn't
heard
have a
you bring
duty.
that up.
Right.
I heard you bring that up earlier.
Right.
I'm not
And
sure.
I told him where he wanted to know where it was and where the case law was, and there's no case law at that time. There were used names, and they were in the ledgers, the New Hampshire state papers. Anybody can look it up. You can go in there, volume 30 and volume
Yeah, but
40.
that is not relevant, because in the courtroom everybody else in there is getting paid, are they not?
Well, yeah, they are.
Okay, so we don't have to even go any further into that.
I like Ryan's
So
answer in the chat saying that when you're born, they put some money in your trust under your name
who is
using
the
your birth
they though?
certificate.
Who is the they?
Who's they? Yeah,
Them,
who?
Malika.
Who is them that puts the money in the trust? Because it's very important to identify the them putting the stuff in the trust. Because if it's the government, where does the government get the stuff from?
I steal it.
They got it from the gold and the silver.
So then, are you saying that you're in possession of stolen funds or goods? Like, what are you saying?
Well, a lot of
The
that stuff is.
government put it. Let's follow the illogic. The government put it in a fund upon birth. What's next?
Where'd they get it?
So now I go get it.
And now this is how it goes. The government put it in there for me, so now I'm gonna go get it. Do you have like some type of receipt?
It reminds me of like when your grandparents, you're born and they open up a little account for you. They
Yeah,
put
but
some
did
money in there
they? That's
for
what I
you.
just said. That's
Where
what I
they
was just
said
saying.
the
Did they?
the Sesta K5 trust come from. That's where they got the money from.
My feet. It's my feet on paper.
Your soul, not right. Your soul.
Oh, so
Oh my God! Here he goes.
Oh, somebody say based
Yeah,
on how
he's
much you
right. He's
weigh.
right here. He's right here on TikTok, still talking shit, saying that he wants to have a respectful conversation, but saying weird ass shit that requires no dignification with interaction and intercourse. It's ridiculous.
He was on the other live the other day talking.
He's here now. Like somebody tagged him or some shit. I don't even know. Ridiculous.
I think he here to get school. Let's have a lesson.
If he was here to get school, he wouldn't talk so much shit. He would ask more questions. And that's why I think that statement about respectful discourse is disingenuous. You don't say respectful discourse and then you throw every Treasury Direct response and every Sesta KV and then federal rules of civil procedure.
Sounds like just
That like it has
regurgitation of everything that he's heard.
Yeah,
That's what it
it's
sounds like to
literally
me.
that, Linnea. It's literally that, a regurgitation of literally every sovereign citizen red flag that you've ever heard.
Or
These are
urban
the types of
legends.
folks that say things like, we all need to get together and get along. Why would you encourage Malika to get along and get together with bullshit? Why would Malika want to do that? I don't know about the rest of y'all, but why would I want to do that? Get together and kumbaya with complete nonsense? Why would anybody want to do that? It's always the sovereign citizen BS pushers that talk about getting along and kumbaya. And everybody has their place. Like the village idiot has their place? Does the village idiot have their place?
Yep,
It
I'm
does.
just
Everybody need a
asking.
jester.
they do. They do.
Does the village, do we need one? Do we need a village idiot? I'm just
No,
asking. So then why are we talking about everybody has their place? Why are we talking about everybody could just stay in their own lane? No, some lanes need to just head right off the cliff. They just need to go.
I think they be really wanting blind compliance, Malika. Because there's really no merit to a lot of the things that they be talking about, even to the degree they, when you reveal something to them, they look at it and they be like, nah, that can't be right. You
Well,
tell
no,
them the
Lene,
truth. You tell them the truth, and they're like, nah, that can't be right.
and that's why Jesus spoke in parables instead of just telling people the truth.
Amen.
You have to give people something to chew on, something to think about, instead of just an answer. In order to get understanding, if you are sincere, you first have to empty your cup. You cannot come to a new understanding dragging all of the bullshit that you have allowed to get past the guards of your consciousness into the conversation. I'm doing this because we had the fortunate opportunity on either Friday or Saturday, I don't remember, because all this smoke is making my my days burn together. Not just blur together, okay? We had a conversation. It was with people that I've known online for a while, but that don't mean that we like this, okay? So I'm in their live and I'm hearing the bullshit and I'm responding back to it first in the comments. Then I was invited up to the panel. And the intellectual dishonesty was permeating the panel. And why? Because there are people that want to push a narrative called exclusive equity. Can I get some red flags? Can I get some red flags for exclusive equity?
Sounds like a club.
They tried to distinguish it by saying that equity that we talk about is different from the equity that they're talking about. Y'all need to put the word in the red flag. Exclusive equity. That's what needs to go in between the red flag so people know exactly what the red flag is. Exclusive equity. And now they made up a new word. What is it? It starts with an A. Accurate equity. Accurate equity. Because they want to maybe get away a little bit from exclusive equity, or maybe it's not clear enough. Accurate equity. They believe, excuse me, that everything that involves them is just about equity at all times. So they think that they can use equitable relief strategies for, let's say, criminal cases or at-law cases. I divulge everything difficult. Don't make me have to cuss you out on my live, because I will. I have no hesitation of giving everybody all the sauce. If you think you can get all the sauce in an hour or all the sauce in 2 hours, then I will pour out on you. But guess what's going to happen to most people at the end? They're not going to take action. Who knows what I'm talking about? Who knows what I'm talking about? Unfortunately, suckers like you think that what I'm selling is information. The information is free. But who's going to put some fire under your ass? Who's going to hold your hand? Who's going to walk you down from the cliff when you want to quit? Who's going to do that? You going to do it for yourself? Are you going to do it for yourself, or do you need a coach? Mr. I'm selling classes.
That's such a good point. I feel like it's so many times where we need a container in order to grow in, that we need a little bit of structure. Because when it's just us, when it's just you by yourself, you know, it's real easy to be like, oh, I'll do it another time, or maybe I'm not quite ready.
Here's one of the other red flags that you guys might not be aware that it's a red flag. Just go read. Can I get some motherfucking red flags up in here? Just go read. Just go read.
That is
Just go read. Y'all don't read. Y'all
That's
don't
the
read.
dumbest statement I've ever heard in my life. People use that with almost anything. All you got to do is
If
just
I
go
ain't got
read
no
it.
real sauce for you, I'm gonna just tell you go read. Put some red flags in there.
See, you just don't get it, Malika. You gotta go study.
Yeah, you do. You got to go study. But then you're probably going to need some community. You're probably going to need some hand holding. You're probably going to need somebody to light some fire up under your ass to take action to get results and remedy that you say you want. But when you're left by yourself reading all the information, and then the sovereign citizen bullshit is just bobbing around in your head, then you go to court talking about, I corrected my status. I'm here in my office of person about this matter for the person named in. I'm selling courses, so I can't give you the sauce. Y'all ask me whatever sauce y'all want. I will give it to you. But giving you the sauce is not going to just magically give you the remedy. You can read all the words, but how are you going to extract the remedy? Some of us try to do it by ourselves. Some of us can't do it by ourselves. But how many is it that can do it by themselves without a community, without a coach or mentor? Yeah, that's right, Jafar. Just go to read the Bible. The other scammer, Hamilton Bay, aka Yoda, aka getting you out of debt, but also lying that he's Hamilton Bay. I don't know what the hell he was trying to hide with that. Remedial, finessing you out of 5,500, and then he might be able to improve your credit score by removing some trade lines. And then he goes, I never lost. If you actually never lost a case, let me tell you all another red flag. I've never lost a case. Red flag. Why? Who can say why somebody claiming I've never lost a case, I have 100% wins, is a liar?
You never had one.
If you never had a loss, you've not helped people with enough cases. And y'all heard me say that? Y'all heard me say that? If you've never had a loss, or you've never attempted to help somebody that's had a loss, you have not helped enough people. Who knows what I'm talking about?
Because how can you master something if you've never reached a point where you've hit a roadblock? So
how did you learn?
You never
from
failed? No
only
defeat?
wins. Right. How did you grow?
My first case was a loss. And the judge schooled me big time.
And in reality, it's not a loss. It's
Yes,
actually a learning point.
absolutely.
Oh
But
yeah,
if you never
yeah.
had a loss, are you learning? That begs the question. If losses are learning opportunities and you never had a loss, are you learning?
That's a good point.
Or are you just talking shit? And it
That
should be
part.
a red flag. I never had no losses. Red flag. I'm calling it.
But that's what I like about the federal side is that if the judge he wants to come back, he can and he will come back and say, this is why you lost, and this is what you could possibly do, and yada yada yada.
No,
He's
no, no,
schooling.
no. You lost because you didn't claim your minor account.
Yeah, like
Why is
I said again,
difficult? Get off my live and go see the win posted yesterday. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Everybody think they know me till they get to know me. You
You
don't
know
fucking
what
know
I call that, Malika? That's Agent Smith
me. No, he's
from the
not an agent
Matrix.
Smith. He is drinking somebody's poop coming out of their butt. His mentor that he probably paid several grand for, so he needs this information to be true.
Right.
Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I invested a lot of this non-existent money
that
into
hurts.
somebody's poop
That
that actually
hurts.
has poo in their name. Isn't that funny? And it's not Winnie the Pooh neither.
He's got to be over there thinking, this has got to be right. No way my mentor would mislead me.
Exactly. That's what they're saying. No way my mentor would mislead me. I paid them $5,500.
100.
Now it's time for me to go into the world and spread the poo.
Classic.
Go to the corner because he has the power. Red flag. I love the fact that y'all are digging in the crates. Yes. Go. The corner has all the power. Oh, here's another one related to that. The clerk has the superior power in court. Anybody ever heard some stupid butt say that? The clerk has the highest power, the most power in the court. The clerk.
Yeah, I've heard that. I always wonder what that meant. I heard that. Nobody could explain it.
These are people who've never read the clerk manuals that literally say, guys, that the clerk is an arm, an administrative arm of the motherfucking judge. So what the hell are you saying? If the clerk is an arm of the judge, how the hell the clerk is superior? And people just say this stuff and we just open our mouths and let the BS fall in. And we don't, and we think it must be true because why, if they were lying, why would they say it so confidently? That's why I'm recommending everybody get the book Propaganda. I'm gonna put it back up.
That book is so good. I got that book. I think I
What's
even got
that?
it off your. That book is really good. I got that book.
Yes. Let me get some Propaganda.
And that was through your recommendation.
Gratitude. I'm gonna put the book up there. And then I'm gonna pin it. Can I pin it? Let's see. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. If you're done dealing with the bullshit on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook and IG of all these red flags, go ahead and join our community.
I don't watch none of that.
Lean the city or the state. Yes, live. I know Hassan's laughing because I said, leave my friend alone, Hassan. No. Hassan, stop being so rude and mean. Then the bitch called me on the phone and lied. Mm-mm. 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 Get the book propaganda. Stop getting got by these fools. Save
I just
yourselves.
put the PDF for that book in the chat.
All right, so the PDF is in the chat, guys.
I'm on it. I just told my son I was about to get that book for us.
I got it pinned right here on TikTok for anybody who wants a physical copy. Go ahead and get it. As I mentioned to you guys before, I've offered this book to children. They need it. When I first started talking to our daughter, she's right here online, about marketing and the power of it, the power of when people say bullshit with their whole chest and they keep throwing out these words that make them sound all sophisticated because they can say them. But it's snake oil shit. My daughter would say, Mom, the marketing is working on me. Because you become aware that that's what it is.
It's working.
The marketing is, don't just view it, guys. Make sure you grab it. If it's not in your arsenal, you absolutely need it. It is very important to get your mind right in this game.
Thank you, Linnea.
I feel I don't want to say my heart hurts when I hear people say this stuff, but like I feel a way when I'm in consultation with some of you guys. I can actually feel when you say like, so insert red flag is all bullshit. I'm like, you know that feeling when you tell your younger sibling that Santa Claus is not real? Who's ever been able to do that? Who's been the one to tell somebody, even if it's not your younger sibling, a child? You have to tell a child. You've had to explain to them that Santa Claus is not real. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just remember, when you were told, or you realized, or you've had to tell somebody or help them realize, and you felt what they felt, like you could see the look on their face. You could tell what they were experiencing by the expression in their voice, the look on their face. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they didn't believe me.
That's what happens in consultations. It's not about whether they believe you or not.
Right. And they ran to daddy.
It's about their genuine reaction that you can experience with them, because you can see their face, you can hear the inflection in their voice.
Yep.
Okay. If you've ever had to do that, that's what I have to do on a regular basis with people I consult with. This is why you guys are going to hear me talking more and more and more about these red flags. This is why I'm encouraging all of my people around me that if you go live, if you're a thought leader in your community of whatever kind, these red flags need to be made known. So we don't have to focus specifically on one man or woman specifically, because they're an archetype. So we don't have to always name them, but we can say what it is that they're talking about that's a red flag. So our friends' ears, we can give them the ears to hear the red flags. When people say, so wait, if I incorporate my name, it's not a get out of jail free card. And then you're like, your first thought is probably like, you don't be ridiculous. You didn't actually. And then you look at their face, or you hear the inflection in their voice, and you realize they were dead ass serious. I know only my coaches and my mentors are probably going to understand what I'm saying or can relate to what I'm saying.
That's a go to jail free card.
A lot of these red flags are absolutely go to jail free card. Okay.
Yeah.
I know Hassan knows what I'm talking about. I know Linnea know what I'm talking about too. Sunny
I know
knows what I'm talking about because she's in customer service.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen it before.
Yes, names. They were like, are you trying to say my whole life, my whole legal understanding is a lie. I see you, 100K. Yeah, those be the tough calls, right? You be sitting there like, at first, like I said, you be thinking like, no, they're kidding, right? And then, you want to laugh, and then it's like, no, wait, this is for real.
It's one thing to like be the child that's told that Santa Claus doesn't exist, and then it's another to be the child that realizes Santa Claus doesn't exist. So I'll give an example. You're just watching all the Christmas shows, and oh look, Santa Claus going down the chimney of their house, and then you have a moment when you think to yourself, hold on, we've always lived in an apartment.
Or you live in Florida like we did, and
Yeah,
ain't no
that
chimneys,
No snow.
yeah,
no
that was literally how I
snow.
figured out Santa wasn't real. I was like, hold the phone. It all hit me at once.
Exactly. So I think the realizing it portion, it might work a little better, but it's still a tough pill to swallow because then you got to look at yourself like, wow, why did I think like that? Okay, let me get over this real quick so I can move on. You
And
know,
then and
so
then Hassan, I think it's just trying to wrap your mind around, because when you're born, you don't know anything. Like everything that you end up learning is coming from someone else. So a lot of times when you sit up here and you say something to try to bring a person to the realization, they mainly are looking at what you seem to be doing, which they think you are attacking the person that they are close to,
Yeah,
that's
when you were told the
influential.
tooth fairy is not real, did you feel attacked?
Right, right.
Who felt attacked when they realized the Easter Bunny is ridiculous? Like, did you feel attacked? Because some of us feel like these things about the Treasury Direct, the things about your status, standing, and position, the things about your birth certificate and the Social Security card, they feel it personally.
Right. Take it as a personal attack. And one of the things they'll say, they'll be like, so are you telling me my grandmother lied to me? My mother lied to me?
Maybe. I
My
mean,
dad
are
lied
you
to
saying
me?
that your grandmother cannot lie, is incapable of lying, or are you gonna verify everything they said is not a lie because it's your grandma?
Right.
Red flag that people talk about. Your signature created the money.
Mm, mm, mm.
Let me get some red flags for that. My
And
signature created the money.
So I don't have to sign in blue or red. The triangle way.
Right.
You
yeah,
might not have to do it in blue or red, but you might still have to do it on a 45-degree angle. What do you guys think?
Jesus Christ.
did you hear they closed 7 schools because people are not bringing their kids to those schools now? Are people finding out stuff? Some people.
Same here in Florida. They're crying about closing schools in Broward County.
Yep, yep, I heard about that.
So I can't put a lien on my name.
I will I just wanted to let it be known we have a hand up.
Flag.
Okay. Hey, it's Beverly. Welcome in, Beverly. Go ahead with your question, comment, or emotional outbursts.
So I just wanted to ask, this is Beverly. I just wanted to ask when we slash you, I haven't gotten this yet. When we're getting refunds in the tax relief thing and it comes from the US Treasury, what's your understanding of where the US Treasury comes from?
Where the
Where does it,
Treasury comes from?
where does that money come from? Like there's a
If
whole
you're
bunch
getting
of
a
money in the US
return,
Treasury. Right.
if you're getting a return, it's because you gave it to them. You gave it to them. It's like the withholding. When they withhold from you weekly, and then they send you a W-2 saying this is we withheld, and you go, thank you, give it back now. And they give it back. Because
Well,
you
what
put
about
it
the
in.
whole thing about everywhere that you spent $600 at Kroger and Tractor
That's with the
Supply?
OID. That's with the OID as a business.
Uh-huh.
It's still coming from what you spent. It's still coming from you. And you have a receipt because that's what you need to verify. Is that not correct?
That's
In your understanding? You have to have receipts to support that, correct? If you say you
Yeah,
got it from
so
Walmart
that,
or gave it to Walmart, doesn't that mean you got a receipt for it?
yeah, so the
Yes?
money that I
Okay.
spent at the Walmart or whatever it was,
But you asked, where's it coming
coming,
from?
that's coming back.
Back.
Uh-huh.
That's where it's coming from because you already fronted it. Because that's what gave you the receipt to say I got it from Walmart or I got it from Target or I got
Uh-huh.
it from Exxon or you gave it. That's what the receipt is.
And the reason that that can happen and the company is still the company such as Walmart, still has produce or whatever
Go back.
is from their
I said, go back.
sale of all the original money and passing back and forth and signatures and stuff. Like what
No, it's just
happens to
from what they sell. They're getting money from what they sell. They're making claims and returns on what they're expending as a business to even bring the product to be sold. It's just like if you look at it from the business side, it'll make more sense because when they get so-called tax write-offs, right? And everybody's familiar with the term tax write-off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You already spent it. So where the money came from? You. And now you write it off as something you cannot be taxed on.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around that whole thing. Uh, and just make sure that I really know that I really know what we're claiming and what we're doing. So
You're
if they,
literally claiming that's why it's called a return. A
yeah,
return implies that you first gave.
mm-hmm, yes,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's not coming from any special account somewhere like you don't know and you have to unlock. Okay?
You just have to commit perjury to do it. But hey,
No,
patriotism is
no, we're
great.
not. We're not.
What
I
does
Patriots.
gave you
OID
something
stand for? What's OID?
original issue discount. And I
Oh,
highly
because
recommend
I am the original issue.
it's the IRS made that up. I'm just telling you what it means. So OID is original issue discount, and I highly recommend that you educate yourself if you wish by searching and researching when it was first created, what for what purpose, right? The instructions on the form, those things are very important. So I'm not gonna just tell you go read, go go to
Yeah,
the
it's okay.
OID section.
Go read.
All right.
Okay.
And we're
I
gonna
can,
break down all the sauce. Thank you for your question, Beverly.
thank you.
Anybody else got their hand up? Or do you have another question for us, Beverly?
Thank you.
Um, I want actually, if I could just ask like a more emotional and personal question. When you figured this out, or if someone educated you or whatever, how did you first work with it? Because when I first start to look at that, I kind of can't believe it, right? And then later I go, no, I think this is really how to do it, you know? Did you have a difficulty figuring it out in the beginning?
No,
Shoot.
because everything that you want to do, it literally has directions, instructions, a definition section. It's like a recipe. And we've always taught our kids cooking. And I love when Hassan gives the analogies of cooking, because even what we're talking about that leads to your actual remedy is literally a recipe. And it's always been fascinating to me that you can give 100 people the same recipe and it says the same measurements for everything. And yet some people's stuff comes out different from other people's stuff.
Word.
Anybody know what I'm talking about?
I mean, that's right.
And I'll be like, did we, like when you go to a painting class and they have like an object or an example painting, and then everybody sits at their easel and attempts to draw or paint the same thing that's in front of all of us? And sometimes don't we also wonder, like, were you guys looking at the same model or example that I was looking at? Because it looks so different. Anybody know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I think that's exactly right. Different things happen when you try to do reparations and stuff. Lots of different things happen because lots of
Well,
different people have lots of different energy into it. Yeah, exactly.
shucks.
So if you don't understand it, you use paint by numbers.
I mean, right.
We try, and even that might look different, is all I'm saying. So I've always been somebody who read rules, and I've always been somebody who read directions, read recipes multiple times before attempting, because I want to make the best attempt that I can, even the very first time. And if I want my stuff to come out like how it looks on the box, let's say, I take pride in following those directions to get that specific result.
It's just that it contradicts the apparently the myth that there's all this tax due and payment and all this stuff. Like it contradicts the myth that I owe somebody a whole bunch.
Well, here's the thing that we've learned, and I'm glad this has come up because I think it needs a reframing. And here's what I mean by that. You guys can write this down, record it, however. It's not that we may not owe. It's not that we may not owe. I know my colleagues know exactly where I'm going with this. We might owe. We might. But is there any admissible evidence that it's you and this much? One of the first documents I remember creating was one that says, I am ready, willing, and able to pay any debt I actually owe. I may lawfully owe, I think is what it says. Any debt I lawfully owe. That's the first sentence. Some of you guys might remember this document. Some of you guys might not. This might be the first time you're ever hearing of it. I am ready, willing, and able to pay any debt I lawfully, legally owe.
I remember that.
Who's going to be able to come and bring the admissible evidence and witnesses to prove it, though? That might need to be its own shirt. I'm ready, willing, able to pay any debt I may lawfully owe. But who is going to be the witness with the admissible evidence, though?
You know who else says that?
Who?
Dave Champion.
I have all his books. I have all his guides.
Yeah, I read to it.
I've watched all his videos before he deleted them from YouTube, because he deleted their ass.
Yeah.
I actually had some of his videos linked to some of my old emails that I would send to my community. and the links don't work anymore because he deleted the videos.
I thought they deleted him. Oh wait, he said they deleted some of his videos and he wasn't going to put them back.
Okay, well there you go.
Yeah.
One of Dave's most impactful videos for me was the one where he explained why Wesley Snipes actually went to jail.
Yeah.
And the fact that Wesley Snipes' team contacted him but did not want to use his materials. That it's not like his material because he doesn't own the IRS code, right? He just points out certain sections to read so you don't have to read the whole 50,000 page manual that is specific to most people's allegations of being tax evaders, because to evade implies that you actually owe, and if you owe, somebody better be coming to prove that shit.
Wesley, sovereign citizen. I feel bad for him though.
Maybe he needed jail time. Maybe he needed it for some other reason.
He had to make a deal and it hurt him.
Maybe he's just a bad guy and this is his time, even if it had nothing to do with taxes.
He learned his lesson.
You know, maybe he owed some energetic karmic something. I'm not here to decide. That's not my business. My business is to make sure that the community whose lives I can touch, okay, know how to either protect themselves or present themselves so they can have favorable results. Someone asks, how is equity anything but accurate? They want to say when we talk about equity, we're talking about a statutory equity, guys. We're not talking about like exclusive equity or accurate equity. They think they can extract equity out of things that are literally at law and for damages, which is strange. The other thing that's dangerous about that exclusive equity, now that we came back around to it, is that they say things like statutes and equity don't mix, or at law and equity don't mix. Have you guys heard that?
So are they saying that Rule 2 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure is mirage?
Let's see what Rule 2 says, newbies. Well, they might say that Rule 2 is statutory and it doesn't apply to their accurate equity. They might say that.
And in harmony with that, I remember when Godley had brought up CPLR subsection 103 for New York, CPLR subsection 103, which I think harmonizes with Rule 2 of the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. Y'all tell me what y'all think, though.
Yuck.
Okay. I think that the exclusive equity folks are going to say, because you're reading the rule inside of a statute, it automatically doesn't apply to anything that they're saying or meaning.
Duh.
That's just me playing devil's advocate.
Amazing.
Because they have excuses for everything. I'm looking for my lip balm. They have a way to explain away all of their bullshit. It's amazing. And that's what I was saying of when we first got started about why I'm not going back to a particular panel, even though these are people that I've known for a while. And apparently one of our friends-in-law, or do I want to say, dare I say, former friends-in-law, that some of you guys may have heard from the As Above So Below series, Bobby Baby Christ, he apparently got beef with me, even though I didn't include him in nothing I was saying. But anybody could get it.
Wow.
Yeah, he was on a live the other night.
Yeah. Vomiting vomiting and crying from their sickness.
Jesus Christ.
It made sense that they went to the one form of action, really.
Yeah, but that's written in rules that they don't want to read. They don't think it's applicable to anything that they're saying or meaning. Okay, they think that it in criminal jurisdictions they can say something about equity. To them, equity is not just restraining orders, injunction, strict performance. Nah.
So Malika, can you bring up CPLR subsection 103 now? Please.
So you guys see what rule 2 says right here. There is one form of action, the civil action. I mean, it's the civil rules of criminal procedure. Why would there be any other form of action? Oh, you mean like an action in equity? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go. Let's go to CPLR.
Yeah, CPLR subsection 103, I think, is in harmony with Rule 2.
There you go, talking those statutes again. Statutes are applicable. We're ecclesiastical over here.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
All civil judicial proceedings shall be prosecuted in the form of an action, except where prosecution in the form of a special pleading. Okay. So it's either actions or special proceedings?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think,
Let me see. I think it's 103.
Yeah. It says all civil judicial proceedings shall be prosecuted in the form of an action, except where prosecution in the form of a special pleading. So you either have an action or you have a special proceeding.
Correct.
Yeah, Rule 2 is a relief for them.
It also does say there's only one form of civil action. Yeah, they will say that they will blow the whistle. I'm home now, so I'm gonna blow it, Sahar. Okay. Our shit is not in statutes. It's written nowhere except on our hearts. And we have faith. And we're gonna go in there and we're gonna accept all the charges. And when they throw our ass in jail, we're gonna say it's not equity. All right, somebody else had their hand up. Was it Mark? Mark says, I didn't take action until I came to this group. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
No, it's it's a compliment. It's a compliment.
I know you meant it as a compliment, bro, but and me and Hassan have this conversation because it's not like me and Charles be arguing, yelling at each other, okay? This conversation about like, is our group the only community that is actually assisting people in taking action, like meaningful action, not like disoriented, blind, I'm just throwing spaghetti at the wall.
I don't know.
Also, because for me, it made sense. All these other groups, it was just something I was like, I don't know, man. This just doesn't, I don't know. It's just that, discernment, right? So, not to mention that, people would come and show their documents and stuff, and people were doing stuff. I was like, God damn. But also you guys
were coming, showing their documents and doing stuff.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to believe that we're the only community where people are actually taking action and doing stuff.
Exactly. Well,
showing their paperwork, their own paperwork.
Right. And there was things that you guys were talking about too. And like I said, I'm just speaking for myself, but that kind of clicked with me too. And I was like, oh, damn, I didn't know about that. So I started listening and it's like, yeah. So yeah, it's, but what I was going to ask you, Malik, I did have my hand up. I was just going to ask you about the property tax. I haven't been on every call, so I've missed some, but I think the last time you were talking about, there was the bot or something was telling you about, hey, you have to pay it because you're receiving these benefits or these services or something to the effect.
Have you been thinking about that since I said it, Mark?
Yeah, I have.
Guess what? So have I. Even yesterday. I didn't do a follow-up, and I'm glad you didn't miss it, because we need to have that conversation for real. We need to like deep dive into that part you said right there. Do you agree?
Yeah, because that's where I remember you were like you were I think it was the assistant was kept telling you that, and we're like, how do we rectify that or whatever, for lack of a better word.
How do we handle that? How do we tackle that? That's a very important conversation.
Yeah.
We
Anyway,
absolutely will have it. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay, that was it. That was on my mind, so I just wanted to bring that up.
Just yesterday, I was like, we need to continue that conversation. Like, for real. We're driving home in the smoke, and I'm like, I gotta talk to my people about this. Okay.
I knew you were the one, Malika.
Arlenette says, I need a coach. Dennis says, I need a coach. Most people need a coach. We need a coach and or community.
Yeah.
And sometimes the bad part about certain communities is, instead of bringing ideas that challenge belief systems, it starts to just become a type of echo chamber. Nobody is asking any hard questions. We're all just there to cheer on each other's bullshit. And the reason I say that again is because on that live and others, because remember, like I said, this stuff is like an archetype. It's not exclusive to one group or person or the other. Somebody will say like, oh, I pulled my UCC 11 and it's blank, and everybody starts cheering. Ah, it's so awesome. No one goes, well, what the hell does that mean? Oh, it means I don't owe any debt. Really? How does it prove that? Well, it says here in the UCC, what does the UCC stand for? What does the first C stand for?
Commercial.
Universal.
No, the first C. What does the first C stand for? Commercial. So if you didn't buy or acquire the property in question in a commercial capacity, how the hell is going to show up on a commercial report? You didn't buy a lawnmower for your lawn care business. You got a lawnmower for you. Why would it show up on a UCC 11? Nobody thinks about that. Nobody in the community would bring that difficult question, because some people don't want to rock the boat. And then those of us who like to ask a lot of questions, we get blocked. Put a one in the chat if you got blocked for asking a question. Put a one in the chat. They didn't even want to answer. You asked the question, they were like, block. Y'all want to hear another red flag? You ask someone to give you an example of something, and they say, oh, so you want me to give you my whole class for free? How the hell is giving an example of how you applied something a demand for your entire class for free? This is called deflection. This is a red flag. Deflection is a red flag. Deflection. If you guys have been enjoying our conversation, consider following your host right here if you're on TikTok. Follow if you're on YouTube. Subscribe.
Put a tag on you. I saw you hanging out with a master, and all of a sudden I said, I gotta have that girl. I gotta have that girl. That girl's for me. She's for me. She's for me.
The other one. Everything you need to know is in you. Oh my God. Did you get that from that girl, Tootie? Tutti Frutti? The worst part is when you ask them where. Oh, or you will get a response. There's an idiot out here telling y'all to read Black's Law 6th edition specifically, nobody has figured out why that one specifically. They will tell you to read the scripture. They will tell you to read some type of commercial book. And they will tell you to get a thesaurus.
What's coming up again in my mind is the question that you had asked. Do you guys really think people are out here intentionally hurting people?
Those idiots are not even intentional, bro. That N-word was trying to argue about a semicolon when he didn't know what a semicolon was actually sitting up there like, y'all think that's a semicolon? And we're over here like, cannot be real.
Oh, I was there in the chat.
That is remedial shit.
Face in hand.
You can't tell me that doesn't say that you're remedial. You're over here scoffing at a semicolon on the screen and trying to laugh at the audience that knows that that's a semicolon. And then you go on Teacup because now you got to go Google or ask your bot, what is a semicolon? So the bot could show you that what was right there in front of your face was a damn semicolon.
But
these are the type of people that want to tell y'all to go read 4 books to try to get on my level. You need 4 books to get on my level.
But careful,
to get on Malika's level, all you need is that mustard seed of common sense. Okay? A little dash of critical motherfucking thinking. A little sprinkle. You don't have to read no books to have common sense and critical thinking. Okay?
You might want to be careful.
0 books is what you need for some common sense and critical thinking. What was that, bro?
You might want to be careful because you don't want to insult.
Oh, I do want to insult.
No, I'm talking about you don't want to insult the word remedial, right? So
I don't want to insult remedial. Okay, let me go look it up.
Yeah, let's not insult the word
remedial meaning.
Because I really think remedial is like
I put redial.
Descended from the remedy, and I don't even think these people are remedial because they're not descended from the remedy.
Are you saying that tarded?
I'm just
restarted.
Restarted.
You can't. We're on TikTok.
I
love the TikTok shop.
In education, it means they need extra help or basic classes. Go back and learn whatever grade we were in when we learned what a semicolon was. Go back over there.
Now look up what does remedial mean in the law sense of the word. What does remedial mean
in law?
Yeah, I'm curious.
Remedial law is the branch of law that prescribes the methods, rules, and procedures for enforcing rights or obtaining redress when those rights are violated, known as adjective or procedural law.
So they're not. Yeah, I don't think
it governs how courts handle lawsuits.
Yeah, we're not going to insult remedial.
I think they need to get prescribed the methods because they think the methods is bare. What do you call?
Bare assertions.
What is it called when you just like
bare assertion?
Blind faith. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
Blind faith.
Fiat.
That's that idea. Oh, don't worry about how it works. All you got to do is just believe. It's gonna happen.
Yes, exactly. And when someone made a procedural error by attempting to remove, quote unquote, remove their own case as the plaintiff to federal, and I was like, that's not how that shit works. They told me, even though all I did was repeat the rules, that I am negative. I'm being negative, and they're going to keep that out of their mind because they just believe. Meanwhile, it's in the freaking rules that that's not how that shit works. It's not Malika hating on you.
Unclean hands.
How did that song go? If you believe in tragic, ain't that how it goes? Something.
If you believe in tragic.
Yeah, because that's what sounds like it's happening there. That's why I said I don't know.
Man.
I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I just thought it was funny because I'm thinking in the legal sense, remedial means that they're getting the remedy. And nah.
Okay, Happy Healthy Healing says, I have the judge sign ordered. Thank you for the consultation. What happened? Shucks, I can't pin you. I can't pin your comment, Happy Healthy. You wanna come in the Zoom and let us know about it? If you can. I hope you guys are checking out this book propaganda that I have pinned here. I hope you each and every one of you pick up a copy if you don't already have it. If you want to go on TikTok, even if you're on YouTube or Zoom, you could go to my TikTok page, just click on my showcase and search propaganda so that you can support.
Is that so that people can take a proper gander at propaganda?
Yes, take a propagander at propaganda. I like that. I like
I
Take
love
nerdy
the
shit.
dad jokes, Hassan. I love the
take
dad
a
jokes.
gander at that, huh?
Those are nerd jokes specifically, not just dad
Word.
jokes.
Nerdy dad
Word.
jokes.
Yes.
Word.
So I want you guys to know that I recently did a interview with Hassan, so you guys can get to know him a little better about his background and his current trajectory and how his coaching will be able to assist you in certain areas. And I'll be posting that up on our Lawful Living site today. So I hope you guys take a listen to it. I hope you guys are inspired, entertained by it, and reach out if you connect with him to be your coach or mentor. For this free information, let me just keep saying how free, how very free the information is. The information is free. Do you have to buy a class? Hell no. You don't even have to read a book to have common sense and critical thinking. And to be honest, the more you become so-called learned, the clearer everything appears to be. You realize you could have figured this shit out if you weren't desperate or sick when you came across the red flags. You could actually critically think your way around why this fool is lying and why this might not be information pertinent or material to your remedy. When they're telling you, instead of handling a traffic ticket directly and challenging the elements of the traffic ticket, they're trying to teach you something about why the UCC applies. And you think you got to go read the whole UCC to beat a traffic ticket when you could just read the traffic ticket. Anything about the UCC and traffic tickets. Not necessarily the UCC by itself, because it's not like the UCC is irrelevant to everything that you might attempt to do. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying the UCC is irrelevant to everything that you might want to do. It might be relevant to certain things you want to do. It is not material to a traffic ticket. Does everybody get me?
Right.
Are we on the same critical thinking page?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's one or two dismissals on traffic tickets? Most popular one.
I don't care about the popular ones.
No
I care about
complaint.
the ones in our community, like the win I just posted the other day. To
We got
me,
that.
that's the case law that matters.
Right. We got that. That's a double down right
No
there.
said I got receipts. That's what I'm talking about.
That's your case law. That's the double down right
If
there. Double
If
down.
you guys are enjoying the live, make sure you follow your host and that you guys are tapping it out here on TikTok. I appreciate each and every one of you. I see that the live has been shared at least 17 times.
Yay, woo woo.
I appreciate you guys. Okay, Happy Healthy, are you going to come up and tell us your success story? I think you guys might get a success story before I share my success story. Let's see. Hey. Wait. Let me turn it up. Go ahead.
So we did a consultation yesterday, remember? It was regarding the state eviction and the whole federal situation. And so the judge ruled that he did indeed see that they violated the automatic stay. When you told me about order, I was like, what do you mean orders? He sent the signed order and he granted for the sanctions. He granted
the sanctions?
Got him.
I'm gonna cry right now. I just want to say thank you so much because
You're gonna make me cry right now.
I was so happy to tell you. I sent you a DM like I think like an hour after, and then he just sent me the signed order about like 20 minutes ago. So
that is so awesome.
Yeah, woo woo.
Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much for coming up and sharing. Look.
That's
yes.
good, y'all.
It was so easy to hear him was over the phone as stated before. It was so nice to me, and he complimented me on my paperwork.
What? Whoa. Are you guys hearing this right now? Why are you guys not tapping out this live? Our shit always works sometimes.
I don't like the way you wrote that.
That we prepared yesterday. Yay! Woo woo! My pleasure to help. And let me just say, when you were popping your neck yesterday, like, I'm helping other people. I mean, it's working. Like, how come I can't do it for my own case?
Word.
What? Just follow the rules, you get your remedy? No. Follow your exclusive equity guru that doesn't know what a semicolon is. And then you might get your remedy.
Hold on. Hold on. Following the rules got remedy. Is Malika being remedial? How dare we be remedial?
Wow.
At
Yes, you
lawful
can just send it to
living?
my
How dare.
Gmail.
I
And
hate
if
to
you
be
guys want to hear the
repetitive.
recording, join the community and be in class on Friday.
And come be remedial with us.
Yes. The winning coming on live now.
Be there or
So,
be square.
Gratitude. So
It's a whole lot of remedial stuff over here.
I guess so. I guess we the remedial ones now.
The
Because we got
ESL.
remedy. Thank you for coming up.
Right.
Mwah.
Come and be remedial with us.
Thank you.
Okay, peace and love.
Yes. And you know, if I've assisted you and you just want to send me some extra money, you may. Okay, let me just tell y'all.
Word. Say
If y'all
that
want to just
part
extra
again.
donate, shout out to my people who do their random donations. I appreciate y'all so much. And even though I don't typically respond back because it's it's like just a notification, not an email. I just want to let all of my random gifters know I absolutely appreciate you, because I know that you guys are thinking of me when I get those random donations, because you're probably studying something, or maybe you got like a positive result from something that we helped you to apply or work through comprehensively. And so just to I just want to make sure I shout you guys out, even though I don't always do it individually. So I appreciate y'all.
No, I was
Soon
stalking you.
Soon in our on our Lawful Living account here on TikTok, as well as on YouTube, we're going to pass the threshold where you guys can actually gift directly on the content. So regardless of when you're watching it, you can hit the gift button. So we have to get to 10,000 follows on TikTok to unlock that. And I only know that because I have another account that's like 100 followers away from that. And it just popped up in my back office of TikTok that that's what's going to be unlocked as soon as we hit those goals. So each and every follow counts. So even if you follow us already and you're part of our community on Lawful Living, go ahead and follow on YouTube and on TikTok. It costs you absolutely nothing, obviously, to follow, right? But it does help us unlock certain monetization strategies that we cannot otherwise unlock if we don't have the followers. Plus, of course, if you guys are actually enjoying being part of the community and getting those wins, okay, why not give it a follow? Why not give us a share? And then again, why not join the community? Absolutely, you win some, you lose some. And again, that red flag is I don't have no losses. I got 100% wins. And this fool that don't know what a semicolon is actually out here saying that. I got 100% wins because I read 4 books. The Bible, some commercial something, some commercial handbook, a thesaurus, and Black's Law, a specific edition. Ridiculous. So y'all go ahead and ask Happy Healthy how many Black's Law dictionaries she read. Did she bust out a thesaurus? Ask her if she busted out a thesaurus. Ask her if she corrected her status, if she argued that her name was written in all caps. When the judge called on her, did she deny herself and say, I'm the living woman?
It's diabolical to read a whole dictionary.
I'm curious though. Malika, those documents, right?
Was it in living color?
Those
Go ahead, Hassan.
documents. Those documents, huh? I was wondering, right? Where they come from? Let me stop.
Oh, you already know. Yeah, look. You know what's funny? That's why I told you should have been on the other consultation. Because I told her, I don't care what you're using. You need to get with Hassan. And at the end of the call, didn't you get an email? You didn't get an email yet? Don't be surprised if you get an email.
Indeed.
I'm like, you need to get with Hassan. I don't care what you're using. Get with Hassan.
No, that's dope that they
get you a program bot.
That they complimented, what was drafted though. I mean, I know the final
actually that one they were getting shitty results. I'm just saying. And I hear people warning others, like even guys, they'll be like, oh no, don't ever use AI to do anything at all for you. And I'm like, it's spoken like a loser. It's spoken like a loser. Then somebody else arguing, oh, well, I'm going to proofread it. No. Get with Hassan so you can prompt it precisely.
Word.
Get with the class that can show you how to prompt it precisely as a tool. Instead of you being used, you use the tool. Some people are being used.
I like to point out the compliments that we're getting, even though mine came kind of like, I don't like it, but whatever.
I don't like your Did you use the gym for what they didn't like?
Heck,
or did you use the state remedy?
I use a technique of the state remedy, but still jurisprudence stuff though. You already know I still do stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
in that consultation, I actually said that. I was like, so Hassan will give you a state remedy and the gym is a bonus. But I just exclusively use the gym.
Yeah. Because you can just exclusively and soon, once you and I work that out, Malika, soon we will make that something where you know how people have,
don't you dare use the bot. If you use the bot, then you're losing your soul. You sold your soul to the devil if you use the bot for anything. I just want you guys to know. But what fools don't understand is that when you follow the laws and the rules of nature for real, it blesses the user whether they're good or evil. It works for the user whether they are good or evil because it's just applying rules.
Yeah, the principles.
Okay? When you apply certain principles in life, you will get the results you want. It doesn't matter if your results are for good or for not good. It might actually be for evil, but it will still work because you applied the law and the rules. And that's what hurts these goody two shoes, let's all get together and kumbaya feelings.
It's not illegal to be the devil, nor is there immunity in being the angel.
Nor is there what in being the angel?
Or being God. Let me say it like that. There's no immunity.
You said it's not illegal to be the devil.
It's not illegal to be the devil, and there's no automatic immunity for being God.
There's no automatic immunity for being God. I got you. I love the fact that you guys are putting that those red flags.
One has to make a claim, has to make a proper claim on what the devil did according to the rules and the procedure in order to show that what was done is what was illegal, but not the standing in position called the devil is what's illegal. It would be what the devil did. Therefore, on the other side, God, quote unquote, right, would only have to assert what the law is in order to show how the law was broken based on the elements. So both would have to do, right, in order to be, not who they automatically are by their nature is what makes them guilty. That's the point I'm making. It's crazy.
This universe will bend to you when you apply the rules. Those who tell you, no, don't read the rules. Those rules don't apply to you. And I think that we follow that because of our ego. Why the hell would you care what applies to you?
I thought that was a guy.
When it's applicable to life in general. It is applicable to get to the goal that you want. It is applicable to control the system or the beings that you need to control to get the results that you. That's what the rules are for. Why would you ever go, well, the rules don't apply to me, so I'm not gonna. But y'all, we buy into that.
I thought it was
Those
a guy
rules are
thing.
for them.
Yeah.
Those rules are for them. Okay, but ain't it them you're attempting to control? So if the rules are for them, why would you not read the rules? Ridiculous. Welcome in, Butterfly. That's right. Look, Freedom says, I can't trust shit. Even the devil was an angel. Apply them rules, guys. Shout out to everybody joining the community. If you guys are scanning or taking a screenshot of this image right here on TikTok, you can use your separate device if you have one and scan the code that's right here to join our community. Shout out to everybody who has picked up the book. If you guys want to come over to TikTok, click on the showcase and search for propaganda. You guys can support the community by getting the book.
It makes me.
Go ahead, bro.
It makes me think that, and I'm not. I don't intend to insult anyone, right? Not even myself. But it makes me think when I'm thinking about the public school system, as they call it, right?
The public school system, yes.
Yeah, well, I forgot what the mechanical arts, institutions, as I like to call them. But anyway, what I'm thinking is the whole how to complain when something goes wrong. I don't think that mindset is cultivated in that arena because it would be counterproductive.
What mindset specifically are you talking about?
The mindset of how to screen tech support like Tom Cruise at the end of Vanilla Skies. How to formally do a complaint. That's what I'm saying. How to complain, how to
Well, real men don't complain, Hassan. But real men make demands.
That's why I'm saying maybe that's coming from that, that energy. But I'm not saying, I'm just thinking when I think public schools, I didn't really get the know how to govern a situation type energy until I got into like American studies and then into the international baccalaureate program. But if it wasn't for those things, I'm thinking to myself, would I have known, hey, if somebody wrongs you, this is how you troubleshoot it, right? I mean, despite, the fact, like I
You
told
mean the if your brother or sister has sinned against you type stuff, or
you, correct. Think about it. Really, really think about it. Does that public school arena really equip the participants with that? Because I don't
and
think so.
it's not their job to. Or maybe it was, it's at some point, maybe that's how they lured certain people in, like, oh, we're gonna give you everything you need. And then one by one, they start removing stuff from what you do need from the curriculum. Some of us have been alive long enough to see it happen in our lifetime, where there were classes like language and civics that we used to have, and
Yep.
then language went away, civics went away. Now they're not even doing PE every day because of how many children are in the schools. They can't even have physical activity every single day. They have to take turns going outside. Are you guys familiar with that? That's what's going on right now.
Yeah. No, it's scary. It's scary. Especially when they say my father's high school education was equal to a 4-year degree today from 1948. Unbelievable.
Veronica says, I need a coach and a community and some hand holding and some hand squeezing. Had to squeeze somebody's hand day for yesterday. What are you doing? Every time I send them a message, I end it with all caps. Do not leave your house. Somebody know who I'm talking about. Do not leave your house. And some of y'all need to hear me say, do not leave your house. If the marshals don't come and physically carry you out on your throne, do not leave your house. All right, so now that we have a few minutes before the end of our live, and we are going to be more consistent with ending on time, because we're actually starting to gauge whether we even need to use Zoom at all, because inside of the new Lawful Living software, we can actually go live in there. Some of you guys experienced it live yesterday for our Mortgage Mondays. Did you guys enjoy our Mortgage Mondays, those who attended Mortgage Mondays?
Absolutely. You know I did.
What was your favorite part, Nana, from yesterday?
I mean, in part whole, the fact that they were talking about the mortgage and everybody is getting an understanding of what an assignment is, what an allowance is. Like it's detailed explaining about people getting to know exactly what a mortgage is, how it's set up, what to look for when you're actually challenging these people, and what to look for when they give you BS.
Yes.
Yeah. That was really good beef stew. There big chunks of beef in there.
Malika,
How
is
did you?
Monday is that Monday mortgage open to the community or what's the
It's inside of the community. It's for people who want to talk about mortgages,
uh-huh.
and it's for the people who are actually part of our mortgage education program.
Got you. Okay.
Okay, so if you've taken the foreclosure classes like Fen Foreclosure or Fen Foreclosure 2.0, okay, or Slay the Servicer, which was the predicate, both of Slay the Servicer and Fen Foreclosure were predicates to Mortgage Free 2.0. So if you're in Mortgage Free 2.0, you're welcome to participate. And if you're in our mortgage education program, and I'll tell you guys the difference. In the mortgage education program, you actually get 2 coaches. You actually get hand holding and hand squeezing. You actually get assistance in reviewing all of your documents. and you get to have all of your questions answered, whether you're doing it yourself or whether you're working with the actual coaches in the program. So I want to show you guys the inside of the community. As a matter of fact, I can actually show you guys the mortgage mentorship program, etc. So let's go to here. Let me close this.
One last question, Malika. What would you suggest would be the best option when trying to, I guess, acquire property? Because what I was looking to do, I was trying to figure out whether or not I wanted to go into an apartment and go through that process and then kind of avoid eviction, or whether or not to pursue an actual home.
What is your ultimate goal? That's what would determine which you do.
Well, of course, I want something to where I can grow things and so have my own, create my own little ecosystem.
Okay. Puppy. It's only taking me to mortgage and it's that orange and gray screen again.
What are you looking for? Refresh this page.
I'm looking for where the mortgage stuff is.
Okay, what?
Where the mortgage stuff is? Mortgage education stuff.
It's too big of a question. Mortgage education stuff. You are on the page for mortgage education. What do you?
Oh, you're missing one section.
Oh. I, for some reason, thought it looked different.
No.
I'd like it too.
Understood.
Okay, so this is our mortgage education program description. So you guys can come right here and get the description. Where is my message box?
I think you're missing one section.
Paste. So that's more about our mortgage education program if you guys want to check it out. But I wanted to go to our success stories.
Okay, that was the one. That was it.
Nope, I'm in the wrong place. I'm like in the back office or something. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Go back over there and talk bad about me. No, I'm going to the share your wins. I'm going to a success story, the one I posted yesterday. Some of you guys may have seen it in my on my TikTok page. It's an insurance claim win, a tort claim from an accident. Some of you guys have seen it. Some of you guys have not. So we're going to share it. I'm going to turn the screen around here, guys. Going to unpin for a second. Liv, do you have more receipts? Or are you saying that we have receipts? All right. So now we're showing you guys inside of the Lawful Living community. This is in our Share Your Wins. And as you guys see here, it says, they wanted to close the claim fast. I said, hell no. Everybody can see my screen? Yes? How come I can't move it over?
Yes.
Yes, we see it.
How do I slide down here? Or do I move this? I have to move this. Okay, here we go. Quick backstory. There was a car accident. Daughter 8 was in the car and the impact resulted in a cut on her upper lip. Naturally, the woman that hit her side of the car was distracted by their phone and wasn't paying attention while pulling into traffic. Her parents' insurance company, or the car's insurance company, is Georgia Farm Bureau. I've never even heard of them. and they offered her $1,200 the very next day. How many of us would have taken the $1,200? Be honest. How many of us would have taken the $1,200? Let me see comments in the chat. Be honest.
Yeah, I might have if it didn't cost me a lot of money to, deal with the cut and all that other stuff. I might have been like, let me just cut my losses and move on. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for being honest. Who else would have taken the $1,200? On TikTok, who would have taken the $1,200? Come on, it's like 40 people in here.
Who was on the phone?
Okay. B Gaines said
Yep. I
he would
would
have taken the
if it
$1,200.
wasn't such a problem.
If you guys, okay, if you got a tiny cut on your upper lip from a driver not paying attention and they offered you $1,200, some people honestly said that they would take it. All right. This mom said no. And 2 weeks later, they offered $1,500. Who would have taken the $1,500 even if they denied the $1,200? Let's be honest.
I did that once in 1980. Then the lawyer told
Let's
me I
see
could have
who
got
in the chat.
25,000.
Who in the chat would have taken the $1,500? Okay. We already know if Linnea would have taken the 1,200, she'd have definitely taken the 1,500, right, Linnea?
Yeah, here's what gives me pause. That they offered the 1,200 and then just gonna bump it up by $300. That would have had me a little suspicious. Like that almost seems a little insulting. Is that weird?
Well, you would first have to say no. If you said yes to the 1,200, then you'd never know they would have bumped it up.
True.
This mom said she did not accept that either. Being a part of lawful living has taught and helped me to handle many things with a lot more discernment and research. I've never been scared to ask questions. I'm now more sharpened to ask the right questions and continue to practice such.
Word.
I was not a fan of Georgia Farm Bureau because of this. They passed me through 5 claim adjusters, guys, 5 adjusters before agreeing to settle for $13,000.
10 times the initial offer.
More than 10 times the initial offer.
Exactly. Word.
One even got slick, stating, quote, well, it's just a scratch, end quote. Reading statutes. Oh my God, reading the statutes, not pulling sovereign citizen BS out of your behind.
And throwing it in
Reading
their
statutes and throwing, say that again.
And throwing it in their faces.
And throwing it in their faces, yes.
Wasn't on
their bingo card.
Rocky Raccoon right there.
They can pay upwards to $15,000 for a child under 18 in Georgia without court. This is what reading the statutes does for you.
Without court.
Without.
Wow. Wow.
She says this is a little win I wanted to share. This is not all wins are huge. Because it does require you standing up for yourself, asking the right questions, refusing to be lowballed sometimes.
Word.
I'm working on something else for a bigger result to share. Thanks to you all. Bear with me. They sent $5,500 as a deposit and mailed the remaining $7,500 as a check.
Check. Yep.
Okay. And she puts her receipts here. This is the confirmation. This confirmation is that Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance successfully processed your claim via direct debit.
Word.
They put it on a debit card. This is the other stuff in the mail. This letter enclosed documents confirm the agreement to settle your child's injury claim. As for our discussion, Georgia Farm Bureau will pay you $1,500 in general damages. Please sign enclosed agreements. And that's the other part of the check.
Can you change that section to scoreboard?
His name says, I like how she says it's a little win. I know, right?
That's fire.
I told them he borrowed $5.
Let me borrow $5.
like, cause you know I have to do the rich man, right?
Yeah,
Let me hold
$5.
Let me hold $5, right?
Right.
Score.
Nah, rich man always only says $5.
Correct.
He's like Brawl Man from the 5th floor. That's right. 15K is absolutely a win. Right. So I just wanted to share again for everybody in the community. You guys can go into the success story section. You can read other stuff. Definitely wish her congratulations.
Word.
And y'all don't have to join our community. Why? Because remember, the information is free, right? Y'all can just go read all the books, all of them. Read even the ones that the bullshitters tell you to read. You can read all of them, and then ask yourself, what am I going to do with all this? Who is going to help me take step number 1? Who's going to be there to hold your hand when you hesitate to take step number 2? Who's going to squeeze your hand when you take step number 3 and then you go, I think I'm just going to quit?
Or they can just come over and look at the share your wins section.
Well, that's only going to give you motivation. But if you don't have someone giving or helping you to draft your step-by-step strategy, you might end up with the Trading with the Enemy Act and HJR 192. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag.
Jesus Christ.
Anybody talking about HJR 192, red flag that shit. Maybe that's what we should do when we go into people's lives. As soon as they start talking shit, say whatever is the red flag and then put some red flags in the comments. Press insert. You like that, Liv? Guys, stay away from the exclusive equity BS. All right, I see we got some hands up. But guess what, guys? We're at the end. I'm so sorry.
No.
We're gonna have to put a cliffhanger.
No.
I cannot stay. All right.
I see. It's all good. I had a great fire joint. I tried to upload it to the friends-in-law, but I couldn't upload it on my phone. I'm gonna try to upload it later.
Upload it to which group? What did you have?
I got a risk management payout pending from Cobb County, so that's cute. From today, from yesterday.
Are you guys overwhelmed with the success stories? Are you
Jesus
feeling a little overwhelmed?
Rewind that back, bro. What you say? What had
You
just
got a
happened?
payout
Wait,
from a
hold
tort
on. I gotta.
claim?
Malika was like, "Oh, she done. Hold on. Are you got time now? You got time now? Or
I
what?"
don't have time now. You're gonna have to come back. Come back tonight when we're on TikTok.
Oh, you tired of winning.
Can you come back tonight?
Yeah.
All right.
My
Well,
son always send me the link. Yeah, so I'll pull up.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And Malika, I
A
just wanted to
pending payout.
Yeah. I just wanted to apologize to the group what happened on Friday. My phone died. I just wanted to say that. That's all. Because we were in the middle of something. But we'll talk about it later this week. I just wanted to apologize for that.
Yes. We will talk about it later.
Word.
Yo. Gratitude so much for your time, talent, and attention today. I appreciate each and every single one of you being here. And even if you're just watching the recording, I appreciate you as well. You can share it still. It costs you nothing, right? You can subscribe. That costs you nothing as well. All right. And you can even join our community for free and experience certain sections of the community to see if it's something that you want to commit to. All right. So until next time, guys, peace, love, and courage.
Love to all.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Peace.